Good evening, lovely people. I welcome you to another inspirational episode of She Is, the show that, of course, empowers women all over the world to believe in themselves and take up space despite whatever challenge that comes your way. The show is proudly brought to you by Smile GH Photography. Smile is an expert in production of all your events. So if you want that event of yours captured with style, contact Smile GH on 024 0081636 or 026 10 Also, the show is supported by Templessy Court. Templessy is the home away from home. If you want a place to relax with the family, it's actually a coded place, you know. So contact Templessy on 0244 730025 or 0244 292520. My outfit is by Smart Trends. You can contact Smart Trends on 027 1381428. You can also find them on Instagram at smart_trends. Thanks to Queen Kesh Kitchen for always providing food for my production team. You can contact them for any food you want, jollof, bangkun, soup, stew, any beverage at all on 057659143 or 050-322-7012. My name is Richmond Opong Frimpong. After the break, we introduce our guests. Welcome back. If you just tuned in, you're watching She Is, and today our guest is Caroline Esinam Adzogble.A. She is the CEO of Caroline Group of Companies. She is an educationist and an entrepreneur. Hello, Caroline. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm
Thanks
fine. How are you?
I'm good. You're looking so pretty.
Thank you.
Now, we've heard so much about you. I personally have heard a lot about you. I don't know why you want to retire at 30 and tell us how growing up was for you.
Well, it was very difficult because nothing was handed over to me. My parents couldn't afford a good life for me. But then, you know, I didn't blame them for it. And being the first child of 7, I've always been in the leadership position. So that has always been my strength to glide through the challenges.
Wow, wow. What schools did you attend growing up?
SHS Ideal College.
Okay.
And now I'm schooling at University of Edinburgh online.
Okay. What did you study at Ideal College?
General science. I wanted to be a medical doctor, honestly.
Tell us about that.
Yes, I wanted to be a medical doctor. It was that bad, and it really broke my heart when I couldn't pursue it. But, you know, I proceeded to IPMC to study database technology and systems hardware and networking. And realizing the power of technology, I used that to do a lot of research, and I got into education.
Okay. Now tell us about Caroline Group of Companies. What do you do?
Well, currently we have 6 subsidiary companies under the Caroline Group, but I didn't start all those companies in a year. Yes, I kept creating products and services around education. I'm a big believer in education accessibility and affordability. Because I couldn't get to go to school, I don't want anyone else to give up on their dreams. So I have a college and a non-academic university to my name. I have an education consultancy firm to my name. And I have created a philanthropic foundation, which is to provide scholarships and laptops to African students. And then a travel management company as well.
Now, you were talking about, I've read about you, and then I learned that you couldn't continue your education after SHS. Tell us about that. What happened?
Yeah, so my parents couldn't afford sending me to medical school. So my friends were all off to school, and, you know, I didn't want to stay at home. I'm like, okay, then let me just go to IPMC. I ended up being the only girl in my class, systems hardware and networking.
Did the guys bully you?
Yeah, they wanted to, but I bullied them. I bullied them. So it was IPMC that I wanted to host an IT fair to bring companies to Ghana to invest in IT students and then also to provide scholarships for them. And after that fair, it was a smashing success. So I had to proceed to Nigeria, and Nigeria was a smashing success, and I started traveling all over the world.
Now, how did you get money to start your business? I mean, what you do?
There was no money. Like I said, I started knocking on doors. I don't know if the youth right now will get out of their comfort zone to be knocking on doors to say, this is what I'm selling. Do you have anyone you can refer me to? I don't think the youth now are comfortable to say, can I borrow this to do? I don't think they're comfortable. I'm such a go-getter. I don't take no for an answer, and I push it till I win it. And I started with someone's heartbroken laptop.
Wow.
Yes. And I went knocking on doors to say, I could train your child in ICT. Do you have anyone I could train? And 10 years ago, IT was a big deal. So parents were very, they were warm to the idea.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's how I started. There wasn't no capital injection, as we call it now, and I still stand by the fact that you can start a business without any capital. And you have to start with the people around you. I still stand by that fact. And I'm training people and having them figure out how to start their businesses without necessarily investing so much or having little to no capital to begin with.
Wow. Now, what really inspired what you did? Like you were saying, you didn't go to school, you couldn't get the funds to continue university. Was that what propelled you to say, no, I want to help somebody who has been in my situation?
It was when I went to IPMC, and then when I created the IT fair, and then I realized the impact the fair had on the students, and I'm like, okay, I want to do this, and I don't want anyone else. No one deserves to give up on their education dreams. I wished I became a medical doctor. Okay. Yeah, it was such a bummer when I couldn't, pursue that. But I now understand why I had to be here, because now I'm a figure to create education opportunities to students all over the world. So it's a blessing in disguise for me.
Yeah, now tell us about Caroline Universities. How many universities are you affiliated to and all that?
So Caroline University is a non-academic university. Okay. We don't offer full-fledged degrees. We don't offer academic qualifications at Caroline University. I created Caroline University to duplicate myself, to train people that are aspiring to be entrepreneurs, to introduce them to investors. So we do that through master classes and boot camps. It's Porter's International College that has been accredited by the Ghana Education Service. So we run up to 1-year diploma programs, and we have a partnership in the UK which allows you to transfer your credits from Porters abroad into the 3rd year of the university. So it's for students that are not academically strong and also those that are not able to afford to go to the university. There are some people, they don't really want to pursue their 4-year degrees, but they just want to study something in maybe hospitality. So that's why I created Porters. So at Porters, we offer academic qualifications. The universities I'm affiliated to, it has to do with my consultancy firm, which is International Boarding School Services and International University Services. Yes, I cannot count the number of partners I have currently, but I work with partners all over the world.
Wow, so you have offices all over?
I have offices in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, UK, and USA. By the time I'm done, by the time I retire at 30, we should be in at least 20 countries.
We'll talk about retiring at 30.
But don't fight me about my retirement. Everyone is fighting me about it. Like, why do you want to retire? We are not going to let it go.
We just want to know why. But then, okay, so all these people you're helping, how do you come by them? How do you get to know them?
They find me, I think, I've always helped people, but I think the biggest news was the $1 million scholarship scheme, which drew a lot of attention. But I've always been doing that. I've always been granting scholarships. I've always been paying tuition fees and all. But then that 2018 project was, I don't know if it's a career-defining moment for me, I'll call it. Yes, and I am a big believer in tithing, really. So I stay true to that. And I don't pay my tithe to one church. I pay my tithe to different churches.
Why is that so?
Because I believe it will serve a bigger impact. So I help a lot of church with their church building projects and all. I want to impact as much as I can. And the rest, I use it to help people. So everything you see is all from the Caroline Group decks. And that's why we don't really create donation campaigns, because everything is just from our tithing, really. But I think we are getting to the space where we are now warm to accepting donations. And even with the donations, I'm very particular about what I accept, because I don't want it to be a business. I just want to help people, and that's that.
Now let's talk about the laptops that you give out to people. Why do you do that?
Because there are a lot of students in school that do not have the resources to pursue their project works and whatever we call it. And every student that is in school needs to have a technology device because technology is very powerful. They need it. So yes, I give out laptops. Yeah, I give out laptops to students.
Wow. The conversation is getting deeper, but we'll continue after the break. Welcome back. Caroline, how do you feel impacting lives?
I feel great. Honestly, that's the reason I wake up every morning and I go to sleep just seeing the smiles on people's faces. I just love it. It just brings me alive just to see that I was able to impact somebody. I was able to let a dream come true. That's what lets me do what I'm doing. Other than that, I won't be doing it.
Caroline, how busy are you?
I'm so busy, but then I make time for the relevant things, I think.
By relevant, you mean?
I mean, I make time, I don't know, but I try to make time.
What are your hobbies? Let's talk about your hobbies. Let's have fun.
Do I? Okay, what I do usually, I just take long drives. With loud music, and you usually see me and I'll be dancing. I don't know how to dance.
Who is your favorite musician in Ghana?
In Ghana, I love She. Why I love She is I see her dominating the charts, and you know I'm a big believer in women having a seat at the table of men. Okay. So kudos to her on that. And
what's your favorite track of She? I mean,
She, is it? Hey, I'm not sure, but.
Is it Uber driver?
I think Cut It. Yeah, I think so. Whatever.
Come on, Cut It.
Yes.
Why that song?
I'm not sure. I think it just brings out.
Can you sing a line for us? You know.
Oh no.
Wow. So on a normal day, how is your schedule like?
I wake up at 2 a.m. and I go to sleep at 11 p.m. I wake up and I catch up on all my emails and Skype messages and Zoom, whatever. And then I proceed to my meetings, I check on my staff. But every morning there is a ritual, which is watching Willie. Yeah, I don't come alive without watching Willie. I won't be able to think straight if I don't have my bowl of wachi. So
watching is powerful. Why is it jawachi? Have you tried jawachi?
No, I don't know, but kudos to Debbie. She makes sure my watching Willie is always at my doorstep every morning.
You are really doing well. Yes. How do you feel about women now, especially the youth girls on social media who feel that success is what they see on the screens? Okay, so let me answer this constructively. Okay. All I'm going to say to that is I think we have to be better role models for the youth. Exactly. Because I know a lot of people look up to me. I'm very particular about what I post on social media. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be a big deal if I'm able to afford certain things because I've worked for it. Yeah. But then I don't post it so people can be like, oh my God, it's a hassle. I want them to see that all this you're seeing is a hassle. And I think there's been they've been misled a lot on social media. For me, I don't get moved by seeing an Instagram profile with you buying Gucci bags or sitting in. I don't see that. I want to understand the story behind that. Exactly. And I want to understand why you are doing that. And you see, that is what the youth see, and then they feel that is the order of the day. But success is a no joke. Like I always tell my staff, you don't wake up one day and sit on billions. You are going to lose your mind. It doesn't work that way. You start gradually. You start from 500 CDs, then you move to 1,000 CDs, then you keep moving. Yeah, so it breaks my heart what the youth have become because they all believe, I want to be a slave queen. I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
I believe in women being very confident in who they are, but I don't understand what they mean by I want to be a slave queen.
Exactly.
So whatever that is, I'll just urge anyone that's a role model to be a better role model to the youth so that we don't mislead them.
What has been your greatest challenge and how did you overcome it in your line of work?
My age and being an African woman and being a girl, and you know, for me in my business life, it has been about finding the right people to work for me. Because a lot of people just won't give you the power because they feel you are too young to tell me what to do.
African thing.
Yeah, and I remember a finance director of mine was like, you know, I just listened to your interview on radio and you got me thinking that I've wasted my life. So I'm going out there to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, and he quit his job. Yeah, something like that. I've come across crazy things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, but then I think it has gotten better. I've laid the foundation. The blueprint has already been created. So now it's very easy. And now I'm relying heavily on technology. So I've been able to eliminate a lot of those human risk factors that try to mess me up. Yeah, so...
Okay, Caroline, at the launch of your group of companies, you said that you were going to do a whole lot of projects this year. One which was the women, something, the prisons, something. Tell us about
the Freedom for Women project.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I'm going into prison reform to pay the fines for women that I feel their cases to me irrelevant and they don't need to be there. So I'll look into the cases and then pay the fines for them. And then I'll be planting sanitary pad banks and donating 1,000 pads every year to them, plus beauty products and food items. I'll be doing that every year. The When Women Succeed conference, where I'm bringing powerhouses to come and redefine the mindset of the youth. And I'll be touring schools in the fall, that is if schools resume. And Caroline TV and radio, my 360 education channel, where I'll be talking about all things education. I'm going to be exposing what education is about. Because a lot of people are like, why do you care so much about education? I want them to see that is the most fun thing to talk about. So Caroline TV and radio launches August 3rd. And yes, it will be on YouTube and SoundCloud. And I'll be discussing on a weekly basis on all things education, interviewing admissions officers and all of that.
Now, I'm sure when you were starting all this, there was a friend somewhere, somebody told you, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember.
How did you feel when now
it broke my heart, oh. Broken heart, man. Yeah, a classmate of mine was like, Caroline, hey, go school. Now stop kidding yourself and go to school. Imagine you putting everything, you thinking, yeah, I'm doing something. Someone is like, hey, you are a joke, go to school, yeah.
How did you feel and then what did you tell that friend?
I felt I was a failure. I didn't say anything to the friend. I was like, okay, thank you. Yeah, 10 years later, this is it.
Do you have a contact?
On to me and frame me. On to me and frame me. He will not be able to call me.
Now, Caroline, you are very busy, like you said. Do you have a beloved? And how do you make time for your beloved? Oh,
you see, initially I told you I make time for the relevant things. Okay, so he's one of the people that I make time for. I can cancel my tours and be with him. Hey, giddy giddy sir. Hey, giddy giddy.
What? Hey, giddy giddy sir. I know you are watching. So Caroline really loves you. Caroline, what would be your advice to young girls who want to start something, but they do not have any capital?
First, let's start with the father. It's good to retire at 30, like me. And
Caroline, why do you want to retire at 30?
It was always my career plan. And I don't know why you are all driving me crazy about this retirement thing, because
we do not understand it.
Oh, I didn't want to say, why does it have to be 60 or 40? Who made those rules?
Okay, nobody. I mean,
exactly. So as part of my career plan, I feel at 30, whatever it is I've been able to achieve and what I want to achieve by the time I'm 30, it's okay to take a step back, have someone sit in my chair, let me maintain an advisory role on my board and all. And it's okay, right?
It is.
I want to settle down, have my twins and tour the world with them.
Amen.
I don't want to make it's my retirement.
So now your advice to young girls who want to start something but have no capital?
First and foremost, you need to know the product and the service that you create and look around you, your friends, your colleagues, whoever they are around you, to see what are the resources they could assist you with. And at the end of the day, you see, the greatest thing you have is word of mouth. Yeah. And it starts with the people around you. Do you understand me? Now, if you are fortunate enough to have someone who believes so much in your dream to say, oh, I'll help you with 500, you see, automatically those things will come, exactly. Especially when they see what you're trying to do. When they see, this product and service looks like it's going to go very far. It starts with the people around you. Make sure you talk to them. You share your, I don't know. I heard people steal ideas, but I don't know. But it starts with the people around you, your human capital. That's where it all starts from. Once you create your product and your service, you know what the plan is. You wake up every day, just look at the checklist and take it. Capital, money injection will come at a point. But in the beginning, if you don't have that, it starts with the people around you.
Now, how do we follow your projects? Where do we find them?
At Adzogble.A on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I don't have a Twitter yet. Okay. So that's where they will find all my projects. And Caroline Group online on all social media platforms. Okay. So when you started, I want to go back. When you started, was there a time that you got money, capital, to, you know, move around? And then how did you feel when you were handed money or something? Oh, my first contract was $500. This was way back. I have said the story over my papaya story where I bought.
Tell us about it.
Oh yeah, I got $500 and I couldn't believe when the bank gave me the dollars, and I'm like, sir, I just stopped a taxi and I'm like, me got papaya. I got a pack of papaya with orange juice.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal. Now I'm done, madam. So yes. So it started from there, and people started paying $1,000, and it shot up to wherever it is I am now. Yes, so I started from somewhere.
Wow. What has been the God factor in all this you're doing?
You know, I'm going to be active. I'm going to be doing active ministry after I retire. I've always been involved in church, and I'm a big believer in God being the center of everything. He's the foundation of everything, and he has blessed me so much with discernment. So that's what drives everything I do. So that is why I told you I believe in tithing. Yeah. And I don't keep my tithes to one church in one church. I spread it across churches and all of that. So yeah.
Wow. Caroline, your advice to everyone watching you?
They should stay true to themselves. They shouldn't drive themselves crazy over social media. They just need to have a plan, wake up every single day and work hard at it. They can be anything they want to be if only they put their mind to it.
Caroline, what is your philosophy in life? What drives you?
You see, whatever you put out there comes back to you.
Our guest has said it all. Whatever you put comes back to you. After the break, we get to the smartness level segment. Welcome to the Smartness Level segment today with Caroline. Caroline, how are you?
I'm sorry, but...
Are you ready for us?
I'm ready.
Okay, so on this segment, you answer 3 questions. And then if you're able to answer all the 3, you go home with something beautiful.
Wow.
But if you're not, we'll just sack you.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yes.
Your first
so let's
question.
do it.
How many animals
did
Moses send into the ark?
Many more. Please, how many animals?
How many animals did Moses send into the ark?
Debut. I don't know.
So you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay,
please don't put that on camera. I beg you. Hey, tell me the questions.
It wasn't Moses. It was actually Noah. So that was a trick, you know.
Oh, okay. I mean, per segment, like, let's go.
So your second question, you get this one, I'm sure.
Okay.
You get this one. Imagine you're in the sea, surrounded by sharks. How are you going to survive?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this segment.
Your final question.
Menya.
Let's try this. Your final question. So this one, I'm sure you get it.
I will do it.
I'm sure you get this one.
No. Education is debut.
It has your name, so you get it. It has your name.
What is it? Hey, Debbie.
let's do this. Okay, the final question. Caroline's father has 3 daughters. There is 40 and there's 30. Who's the last child?
Hey, I don't know. Are you recording?
The last daughter is Caroline.
Hey. And then attack me and let's go. Debbie,
Caroline, but you know, when you come on the show, we do not leave you to go just like that. And so we have something beautiful.
Oh, sir.
Even though you couldn't answer any of our questions.
Oh, Carol.
All right, so this is actually for you.
Are you going to put that on camera?
Exactly. Everything goes on camera. So this is for you, Caroline.
Oh, okay.
Let's do this together. Can you help me?
No, I can't help you. After betraying me.
No. We'll try and edit something.
Debbie, you are my Judas.
Okay, so this
Wow.
is for you, and it says, She Show appreciates you. Thank you for being an inspiration, Caroline Esinam Adzogble.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Coming.
Thank you. So you have to make a wish on camera. You can't give me this and then.
Okay, so camera, on behalf of the She Show, we need some laptops also to support the women, because I have so many DMs on our Instagram account. Somebody talking about they needing people pushing them and all that. They haven't really spoken about laptops, but the same way you're talking about people in the university needing technology to take them far, we'd also want to partner with you so that you can help us.
Okay,
achieve our
so
goals.
you're asking for laptops?
Yes.
Ain't to know.
It's granted. Thank you very much. On that note, we end a beautiful and inspirational episode of your favorite show, She Is, the show that empowers women. The show is proudly brought to you by Smile GH Photography. Smile GH is a production house that are experts in the production of all your events. So if you want that production of yours captured with style, contact Smile GH on 02400816636 or 02610893346. Also, the show is supported by Templessy Court. Templessy is a home away from home. If you want a place to relax with the family or a place to have that conference meeting, Templessy is the right place to be. Contact Templessy Court on 0244-730025 or 0244-292520. My outfit is by Smart Trends. They are on Instagram at smart_trends. You can call them on 02713-81428. And also thanks to Queen Kesh's Kitchen for always providing food and beverages for my production team. My name is Richmond Opomfrimpong. Until then, see you next week.